Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So in the last video we drew out our Siemens PLC outputs, nice and simple, literally just 3 lamps and a relay. So now we are going to attempt to do something a little bit more complicated, which is our safety relay. So on my rig here, I've got this safety relay. Essentially what it does is it takes my 2 inputs from my e-stop up there. So it's got 2 normally closed contacts, takes them into the safety relay, takes 24 volts into the safety relay, and then when those 2 normally open contacts or 2 normally closed contacts, if they're healthy and they're good, so the e-stop receives both the signals, it then allows 24 volts to go. I think where's it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my 24 volts is actually switching. I know one of the things that is switching is, so if we go over here, this is a schematic. I know this 23 to 24, this is actually just a signal into my PLC to say that the safety relay is healthy. And then let me just check what 13 to 14 is switching. Alright, I had to check just to make sure. So 14 actually goes to my now normal relay, which is interesting, my K2 relay. So 14 actually goes to the output here of my relay. So that's quite, I've changed that since I've done this video or my other video. So let's I think the first thing we'll do is we might need to just draw that other relay circuit as well. Safety circuit, PLC outputs. Yeah, so I think we'll add another sheet in here. Let's duplicate this. PLC. So we'll do Siemens PLC relay circuit, or maybe just relay circuit. Relay circuit, I don't know. It's not really a Siemens relay circuit, it's probably just more of a relay circuit. So anyway, we'll leave that there for now. So yeah, this safety circuit is controlling this one. Cool. So that's just something to keep in mind. Alright, so let's start. What I'll do to start with is I will save this image like so, and then I'm going to do drawing image downloads. I'm going to import it in. Now obviously I'm not going to use this drawing, so I actually do like when I've seen this once where somebody has included schematics on there like this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just keep my own and not use the manufacturer's ones, but I do think that's cool. I'm just using this as a reference. Yeah, so I think I'm going to redraw my coil. I think. Yeah, I think I am. And I'm going to try and include as much as possible in here. So I just need to link that, because this is the same coil as the one on the output there. So I just link that and show it there. So it's giving me the drawing reference as well, which is very nice. And these little tiny bits of automation are so helpful. So I'm going to have my coil linked there, and then we probably want to draw out that coil circuit. So I think let's bring some power rails. Okay, this is where I've now slightly messed myself up, because I've got the power rail links in place, right? So I'm just gonna have to correct those, which is gonna be a bit frustrating, but okay. It's not undoable. We can do it. Let's leave that there. So to link these two together, let's just do that. Yeah. So if you're not sure what I mean, obviously right now these are now L12 and L13. I obviously want them to be L1 and L2. So L1, L2 there. We need to probably remove this link, and then now insert a new link, go into the safety circuit at the top there, and then there, going back to there. And now for the inputs, we've got to change this again. Oh, I don't want multiple links. So now you see that's been labeled L7 now. So safety circuit there, and there to there. So then PLC outputs, that should stay the same, right? Going back to sheet 4, just going to sheet 5, correct? Then yeah, cool. All right, we can stop there like that. So safety circuit, if I do, hopefully if I hit refresh, that should just become L1, L2 now. Oh, it's not. Why are you not L1, L2? Okay, renumbering process. Why renumbering? Come on. Yay, there we go. L1, L2. Perfect. Cool. So we've got L1, L2 now, and then now what we want is, how's my coil drawn again? It comes from my PLC output. So I probably want to include a link. Maybe I don't. Maybe I leave my coil floating and just no. Don't know. Let's draw the connections just quickly. So that and that. You can see that I don't plan this beforehand. Alright, so PLC outputs and then link to there. That's my safety circuit there. And then just show PLC outputs. Let's draw it. We'll draw it. We'll show it going to ground as well. So safety circuit. Cool. And so there, control connection to ground. So you can see there we've got L13 and L14. So if we just do renumbering again, Y renumbering, and that should sort itself out. Cool. I don't like the fact that that L1's right by that bump. That's a bit annoying. Shift yourself somewhere else, you silly. Anyways, all right. So we've got our coil now. Where's our image? Now what we want is to draw our 24 volt input, I guess. So we've got our okay, let me just get the contacts on as well, because I can see myself getting confused here. So what do we want to do? We want to draw 2 of them in series, and so I'm just debating, do I do just a bunch of singles? Like, I like the mechanically linked thing, so I want to display that, but like I've only got 2 there whilst I've actually got 3 here. So like that seems to make sense to me, but then I've got more than 2, which is frustrating. Okay, oh no, that's correct. That's incorrect anyways. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna draw individually. Alright, so normally open 1. Need to space them out evenly actually. Let's show our grid. That is not even. So you can see it's gone K3, K4, K5. So it thinks that these are 3 different relays, right? So we just need to now link these into here. So link with there. Oops. Link with there. And then link with there. And so you can see it does all of the drawing reference updates as well, which is very nice. So make a bit more space. With all these drawing references, you then need to make sure you have enough room. So I've got my 3 there, and I now need another 3 underneath. So let's probably bump these up a bit, bump these down. Cool. Okay, and they're now unlinked again. So link, link, link. mean, you can, like, at this point I'd probably delete this because it's quite obvious that they're all the same thing. So you could just delete that whole reference bit there. Maybe even delete these just for clarity, because that's getting quite messy, that bit, obviously. So now I want to show them mechanically linked, which is this like sort of that link bar there, or these dashes here. It's a shame I don't think I can do that in SkyCAD to make it just be actually linked. So I'm going to just use a dashed line here, which is not great, like, I must say. So if you know a better way of doing this, please tell me. So if I draw a line here like that, and then I double click it and select style dotted, so that's one way to just show that, like, they're mechanically linked. I'm not sure that's the correct way, but yeah. Okay, so our 13 has 24 volts going into it, so let's do that. We need to probably draw our you have to power the safety relay as well, so I need to draw that. Alright, so I'm going to need quite a bit more in terms of connection. So let's do power. We've got A1, A2. So this is going to be our 24. So there is on the data sheet a full schematic here, which is the schematic that I followed when I set this thing up. So I've got my A1, A2 power going in here. So 24 and 0. So we probably, I mean, probably the thing I should copy actually is this. It doesn't actually matter. I've got it here now, right? So probably let's draw it like this actually, and even they've got a decent. Trying to think what to do here. Yeah, I think we're going to copy exactly this. So let's save this. Untitled is fine. Close that. Back to here. Drawing, image, and then downloads. That one. And then we're just going to copy that. That's a bit easier to understand. Cool. So let's get our okay, wait, what have I done here? This coil. Okay, yeah. I'm being dumb actually. I've just realized, I'm like, why have I copied this coil here? I've just realized I've confused myself here. So this K2 is my relay that the safety circuit's driving. So this was supposed to be on the output here. There. That's what it's supposed to be. And I got, yeah, okay. That's supposed to be there. And then this was supposed to be the A1, A2 of the actual powering of the relay. I don't know why I decided. Yeah, this is what happens when you try to do a video first thing in the morning, 7 AM. Alright, so this K2 is the one that I'm actually supposed to be driving. So this, I've confused myself here. Let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of this 1 second. So connections, we know that this is going to the ground. This is not helpful what I've done to myself. So this is to the PLC input, which I don't really need that anymore. I'm going to do that. No, to PLC input. What? Oh yeah, that's my safety signal. Sorry. Okay. Bloody hell, I'm confused myself. This is the PLC input, and that one's to there. Okay, so let's just get this over there. I just confuse myself even more. So that's correct. Oh dear. Cool. Can make that a bit smaller. Alright, so that is correct. That's how my outputs for my relay, for my safety relay, are going. let's now just fix my brain up and get all the input sides going. So that's my output side going. Let's draw my input side. So we probably want to move these over a bit. Okay, cool. Okay, finally. Alright, my head's working now. So let's draw a rectangle around all of these. Just like the image there. And then we need, so our 24-volt rail, we need to do, probably going along there like that. And we've got to drop that down into there. Cool. Alright. So that's our output side of our relay done. Now the input side, I don't know if I want to put the coil there, because normally A1 and A2 is the coil, right? I'm not going to do that. I think that's what confused me, is I went to go put, no, I need to put it, sorry, yeah, that, okay, my brain's doing too many things at once here. I need to put the coil because I need to declare that this is a relay to SkyCAD. So that's how I'm declaring that it's a relay, and I'm going to name it K1. Where's the K1? Okay, yeah, K1's there, yeah, that's correct, yeah. So let's now, sorry, cancel. Let's link this to the correct relay this time. Home, link with, bloody hell, PLC inputs, and then that K1 there. Perfect. We've got our drawing reference there. So that's linked. Now we can link these correctly now to the correct thing. So reset link. That's probably what I want to do. I don't know what would happen if I tried to link it with. So let's try a link with that one. Will it just update? Oh, it does just update. Okay, cool. Can I do multiple? I can do multiple. Nice. Link with there. Lovely jubbly. Alright. That's why I wanted that. Cool. I think I was debating whether I should put this coil or not, because it's a bit confusing, but yeah, that's fine. So now we can draw 24 volts for, this is powering our relay, and our 0 volt. Lovely bubblies. Oh, well, this is dashed. Why is it dashed? Although it should be plain. Okay. Now we need to do, so our E-stop's going into S11, S12. So what do we want to do there? How do we want to draw that? I think we just do it as like circles as we have done on other ones. Drawing, radius, just do like a little circle maybe. Fill that in. So these ones, they don't apply to, oh sorry, I should space that out more. They don't apply to my PLC circuit, so it's kind of okay if I don't think I need to set these up properly. So what's that? S11, S12, S21, S22, and then I'll reset one down here. Again, this doesn't have to be too accurate. So then our box is probably a bit too high. Yep. So we now need to draw our two normally open contacts for our E-stop. And we need to remember to link them together to be probably the same part number, even though I don't have a part number. So normally close relay output. Oh, this is relay, sorry. I want pilot devices, and then we probably don't want normally close E-stop return. I'm not sure if I want this full symbol or if I want just a plain. Where's a plain normally closed? Yeah, okay. I'll do this full symbol. Why not? For now. I'm gonna need some more space. Oh, my circles are not lined up properly. Let's do show grid. Let's also give us an axis snap. No, where's our crosshairs? line up my circles correctly. There we go. Just make some more space. Cool. So then we just need now a control, I guess, circuit, control connection, going there to there. Will it go through? Why is that not linked properly? Yep, like that. So this is how my e-stop is actually wired. So we probably, I feel like I want to link them together and just say that they're one part, because it's like a cheapo Amazon push button thing. But yeah, I think I'll link them together for now. Let's just say that they're one part. I can get rid of the drawing reference, I think. Yeah. So, and then we just need our reset button, which is another pilot operated device, normally open. There. And so then control connection again to there. I'll just line out. Lovely. All right, and I think, is that us done? This could be moved down a bit. Is that me done? Oh yeah, that's done, right? Yep. Confused myself a little bit there. So let's just now tidy up our parts list here. We want to make sure that's all set. So we don't want any duplicated parts. So we have, where's our safety relay? K1 relay. Yep. And then we've got our output relay. So that's correct. Let's double click in here. And then we've got our e-stop. So as for what the e-stop is, I don't think it matters. If we do, is my keyboard dead? No. Aliexpress. I don't know. E-stop. Aliexpress. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna say it doesn't have a part number, and then let's just take any description of an e-stop. Oh, instead of Aliexpress, let's do Amazon instead. Just something with two. Is that normally open? How weird are these e-stops? One normally open, one normally closed. It's weird. I just need two normally closed. It doesn't matter, does it? I'm being silly. I'll write it myself. Okay, so e-stop, two normally closed, red emergency stop, push button, twist to release. I just need any description there really, and then I don't have, doesn't have a manufacturing, doesn't have a part number. Alright, and then my reset button, currently it's an Allen Bradley normally open contact. It's not even a full push button. So Allen Bradley normally open, don't know, contact. Is it the grey one? I think it's a black one. So black Allen Bradley, maybe something like that. Let's go with that. But yeah, I'm gonna make that a proper actual reset button. So let's just put that for now. We'll just double click on that. Yep. So Allen Bradley, manufacturer, and part number. Cool. All right, so that's us done then with our safety circuit. It took me way longer than I wanted it to take. I think until I actually got this data sheet up here, I forgot how I'd wired it, and so that made it much clearer. So cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I guess What I should do, and I think I will do quickly, I know I just keep extending it myself, I'm a dodo, is I think let's just make this into a safety relay part that we can use in future. I may never actually need it because I'm not sure I'm going to use safety relays at work, but if we do, probably want to maybe, if I do this, let's get rid of all these control connections, but maybe with these circles we keep it here like that. I can't really line that up properly, can I? Control connection. I probably want, this is 24 volt. Oh, because I actually, yeah, I've messed up here. I didn't actually draw. So, okay, I'll make that into a part later on. I'll show you guys how to make it into a part. No, I'll show you how to quickly make it into a part. I have shown you before. Let's just do this. Oops. Come on. My grid is not, so I haven't really made this part very good. You can see the grid's not lined up that well at all. Because I haven't put S1, S2, S3, S4 as I should do, which I will do now. So did I delete that image? I did delete that image because I'm a dodo. So where is it? S11, S12, S21, S22. So go to text, S11, and then let's put A1, A1, A2. Obviously, if it's going to be an actual part number, and regardless, you should have these references on there. So S11, S12. I mean, not even should have really. You must have S22, S23, and then it should be S32, S33, S34. S33, S34. Imagine if someone needs to rewire this thing, you want to bloody have these on there. Alright, and then I guess we just need 13, 23, 13, 14. 13, 14. 13, 14. 23, 24. 33, 34. 23. 24. 33. 34. Lovely. And then, oh, I've just seen as well, these aren't even linked. Alright, cool. Link these. Alright. So, that one's done now. Now I gotta move it. I gotta put everything else over here as well. So, this should be a straight copy and paste. Copy. Oh wait, probably one of these as well. Copy that and bring it over here. Boom. Much better. And then mine doesn't have all the circles. All right, cool. Anyways, you get the point of the video, right? You guys can continue this bit on yourselves. That. Oh my gosh. Not that, but anyways, I've copied it by mistake. That. I'm being extra here because once I make this apart, I could just drag the part on and that would just do. But I want you guys, when you see the end of the video, to... There we go. Cool. Now our safety circuit's done, and that looks way more legit. I was looking at it before and I was thinking, it doesn't quite look right. I think in here these should probably just be... Sorry, I'm being like way too particular, and it's like 7:36 in the morning. I'm gonna be late for work, so I'm rushing myself stupidly when I know I should just stop the video. But yeah, forgive me. I'm gonna jump off now. Pretty happy that I managed to do this. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Cool. Alright, thanks for watching. And yeah, next one, I guess we'll do some analogs, or we'll do our relay circuit. Cool. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.